Do we get to see the rugs in your studio?
Oh, yeah.
Is it gonna be, oh, it's blurry. There's blurred
I
out.
can I can unblur, I think.
Unblur it.
Um, I don't know how to do that. They changed the settings. It's now okay, here we go. Oh, just toads and broken. Um,
Oh, there we go.
oh, okay.
The little tomatoes.
Little
Yeah, so
tomatoes.
so this one, I don't really know. Maybe I'll join on my phone and give you guys a tour. It's messy, but it's okay.
I would
My
also
life
like to
my
see
life is kind of messy, so
I want to see the spots that Toad tried to customize them
Yeah,
himself.
so I was able to get honestly a lot of it up, but then I used so I was able to get a lot up just using like vinegar, soaking it, and like I don't even know what else. I was just desperate. I was putting a bunch of stuff on it, and then I put like OxyClean on it, like what gets
Mm.
stains out on my clothes, and I've never had any issues with that ruining my clothes at all. Put that on and it like kind of pulled up some of the ink from the rug. So it was like a slightly lighter
Uh,
there. And I'm like, okay, cool. I solved one issue and then caused another issue. So my plan is to get a chair to go over. But honestly, like I wish I took it before. Like we're not just talking like a little bit of ink. Like there was a lot. And I didn't take it. I didn't take
what
a
kind of ink was it?
printer's ink.
Oh shit.
and it was like the ink, not the powder, like powdery
Yeah,
ink,
no,
right?
like so the way my printer is, I have like the tank printers
Mm.
where you like fill up a
Ooh.
whole tank and not just like the little.
Little cartridge.
Yeah, he put a hole in like a big black ink thing, and he ruined his dog bed. But I've just like basically like what he does is like he just likes to mess with me. Like he doesn't actually like eat or chew anything. But this is the
Oh.
damage to the dog bed.
You can make
So
a
he
cute
basically.
quilty cover.
You know, you can't really see it from the top if I put a blanket over it. Uh,
Honestly, you could probably get some Rit black dye and like do some like speckled notebook style
Bro, I have black dye.
design.
Maybe I'll just take that cover off and like just
Yeah.
dye it black.
There you go. I had roommates like when I was 18 that we had like a little tattoo machine.
Oh
None
yeah,
of
that
us,
happened in my
none,
house.
yeah, and they spilled tattoo ink all over the carpet in our apartment. And I spent like 6 hours with a carpet cleaner and I ended up getting it all up. And then
Ooh.
they still got the deposit back. And I'm like, you guys, you owe that all to me.
I at least need
Yeah,
dinner out of this.
I mean
Yeah, for
somehow,
real.
yeah, somehow he managed to avoid this rug that I'm on. He managed
Perfect.
to avoid the tomato rug, but he paraded it through my house and got it on my dining room rug, which is like wool based, so it's like a wool rug. And honestly, I've barely tried to get it out because I was just over it as a first one.
I
So
have,
that just might permanently be like that. I don't know.
it's fine. It's fine.
It's fine. Yeah.
Um, I had somebody send me, I'll have to send you the link if I remember. I had a client that sold like wool rugs, like it was like her thing was like importing rugs and
Mm.
selling them, and she gave me this like stain rescue stuff at one point, and
Hmm.
it made a big difference um in a lot of
Is it like
my
specific
rugs.
for wool or any?
No, it was just kind of anything.
Hmm.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I put
So
some other carpet cleaner that specifically said it would get up ink, and I feel like I should have stuck with that instead of using the OxyClean, to be honest.
I've had
Um,
OxyClean bleach carpet before,
yeah, I should have
and
known.
it sucks because
But
like
this is,
it didn't happen right away for me. It was like it took like time and sun exposure, and then suddenly I had bleach spots
oh,
like weeks later, and I'm like, awesome,
Um,
that's what I wanted in a
oh,
rental. Um, Basically, I should just never have a rental, because I guess I just don't do that in my own house. But
yeah. Well,
it's cool.
this is how good I got it. Um, you can tell it's like slightly lighter.
are you
And you
sharing
could
it
tell where like the
in?
bit, yeah, in the chat, but you could tell there was like really dark black saturated. Like I'm so impressed of how much actually came out though, to be honest. And I'm just gonna put a chair over it anyway, so it's fine.
I don't know how
So
to see the chat. Okay, there it is. I'm like doing it from my phone this time
it's
because
still
last time my
loading.
laptop. Okay, there we go. Last time my laptop was like making every sound terrible.
Mm.
So I don't know why it doesn't do that with anything else. So this is cool.
Okay, well, anyways, guys, we went on a little tangent there. Happy week 3. Week 3. Yeah, we're kind of just chilling today. I think just we were gonna do talk about HSTs a little bit. If you guys have any questions. Oh, my nails. Yeah, they're just press on.
They're cute.
Um, but yeah, I'm obsessed with press on. And then yeah, kind of just whatever you guys have any questions for, and then talk about whatever. Yeah.
I have to side tangent again. I
Hmm.
love that you have a NASCAR hoodie because I know you and I know that it's ironic. It's not like a you watch NASCAR and you are wearing it
No,
because you
not at
support
all.
Dale Jr.
I found this in my
Um,
friend's Goodwill to give to Goodwill pile, and I was like, I'll take it.
I also have a NASCAR sweatshirt that I have ironically because I don't watch NASCAR. But
I
it's
like
I
barely
love
knew it was
it.
NASCAR. I was just like, yeah, I don't know. I like the
It's like I feel like it's
anyways.
turning into a thing right now too. Like I was at like a thrift recently and they had like this huge rack of all NASCAR stuff and I'm like,
Oh, really?
is this the next like it's like the next Harley tease, you
I
know?
know. And then my
Like,
nails make
Mm.
me look like diehard NASCAR. Like this is not.
yeah,
And
this
and
is
then
who
I'm
you are. You're
wearing
not a quilter anymore. You're a NASCAR
and then
girl.
I'm wearing cheetah pants. So this whole outfit is just something else.
You know what? I'm glad this is the vibe because like yeah, I'm same.
Like and a baggy t-shirt. It's yeah. But Jess, you'd be proud. I cut my own hair the other
Oh,
day. I did the unicorn haircut. Do you know about the unicorn haircut?
I know
The
about the
wolf
unicorn
cut?
haircut. How's it
I
laying?
mean, it probably could use a touch up, but it's been
Yeah.
fine.
Get down here. I'm back in the salon.
Yeah, I know. If you
I'm
were closer, I would.
I know, for real. We'd be dangerous though if we weren't like
Yeah,
4 hours apart. It would just
I
be
know.
it'd be chaos all the time.
Yeah, my buddy. Okay, well, does anyone have any questions about the so long specifically? We can get that kind of out of the way. Um, did anyone miss the first Zoom call that might have any questions about like even going back to week 1 or week 2? Um, and if this is your first Zoom call with us, then I'm Taylor. And and then we have Olivia, my assistant, and then Jess, our guest designer. So
Hello. Yeah, Jess, it looks like you're at your sewing machine, so I assume that you're wanting to show off HST stuff.
Yep, I have them cut out and ready to go.
If
Um,
in the middle of watching Jess talk about and sew these HSTs, you have a question, feel free to chime in. Like you may not realize you have a question until something sparks your interest and you it just comes over you. So feel free to
Right.
speak up whenever.
Yeah,
And
you
if
can turn
I'm,
your mic.
oh, go
Oh, I was
ahead.
gonna say you can turn your mic on and just start talking or ask in the chat, whatever you feel more comfortable with.
Yeah. And if you guys see something in the chat that pops up that I don't see while I'm like going over it, like let me know because
Yeah.
I'm on my phone and it's like weird.
Yeah.
It's in
Yeah.
a different
We'll let you
category.
know.
So we're figuring it out.
Cool. I'm gonna
But,
make you big for
oh,
everyone.
oh, good.
And
Thank you. I have
I'm
a,
gonna turn my video off so I can eat a piece of
okay.
pizza and then good to go.
Perfect. Okay. So, all right. I've got my, I'm going to flip it around. How do I do that on here? Sorry. I'm still learning Zoom. Is there, oh, okay. All right. So I'm going to set it on this little tripod setup. Um, okay. So I have my 8 at a time kind of ready to go. And I've marked, I ironed these after like cutting them, but I'm going to trim them anyways. So if we see that little bit of red overlap, just it is what it is. Okay. This is how I do things. But I went through and marked it with an X, like corner to corner on each side. And then I'm going to go through and sew a 1/4 inch along each side of the marked lines. And then I did the same on the 2 at a time, except this one's just one line down the center and it lines up a lot better. So we like that. Um, so yeah, I'm gonna get these sewn. I'm gonna see my tripod setup doesn't really work with going to my machine. So I'm really sorry if you guys see my feet. Please don't sell foot pictures to the creepy people in my DMs because that is a real thing for me these days. I don't know why, but it's like very uncomfortable. All right. Let's see. Maybe I can. I'm figuring things out here. Whoop. Oh, there we go. Okay.
We get to see
No.
what presser
Whoa,
foot you're
God.
using.
Yeah. So this is my 1/4 inch. And I'm on my smaller machine today. My 770 is not acting right. So that's really cool. Um, but I'm gonna start with the oh, this makes my hands very big. The 8 at a time. So I'm gonna go through and so just I like having the 1/4 inch foot on there because it just goes so much easier. I don't have to like line it all up. I mean, I have to line it up some, but you know. I'm also not a pinner.
Same.
So yeah, I'm glad I'm not the only one. Um,
I see that you're not a pinner and you're also not a leader ender person as well. And I'm also
oh
not.
yeah, I you know, I
Wait,
kind of just make
wait,
my own rules with it.
people end with the lead too.
Yeah, so that way they can like something stays under the needle at all times, like on top of the holes so dust doesn't get in there and stuff like that.
Never thought to do that.
Well, oh, I was quilting like I'm actually working on a toad and sew pattern right now. Um, Little diamond flare, and I was quilting it, so my stitch length is a little longer on that one.
Yeah, I was about to comment on that.
Yeah,
I feel like I use a
that
really, really small one compared to you, but that makes sense
Are
that you
you
were quilting.
being
that's
the quilty police, Olivia?
No, I was
are
going
you
to ask
are
like
you policing me?
everyone's I was going to ask everyone's preferred stitch length because I feel like mine's super tiny. Like I like mine to be super tiny, which makes it hard to pick out if you
Zero.
make a mistake.
Yeah. I'm using a 2.5 right now. I was using a 4.0
Oh wow.
um for
I
my
used
quilting,
two.
which use 2 for quilting.
Yeah. Sometimes
Oh,
1.8.
oh my God. I I do not do that.
Yeah.
I'm pretty much always either at like a 3.5 or um
Are
4.0
different
for
machines
quilting.
are different
So like,
machines different? Like,
I
Like
mean that
like,
the
I'm on a
length.
because
Bernina,
that kind of
and
looks
that's the
like,
difference.
Yeah,
no,
that
I
looks like
probably do.
what
Mine's probably way smaller. I do a small stitch.
I've had no
yeah.
issues with okay, I'm switching over to the 2 at a time. So this is the one that's just one marked line, and I'm going to stitch a 1/4 inch on each side of that too. Um I've never had an issue with doing 4, like, for my stitch length on quilting. Um like it kind of speeds through it. I've also never had a quilt long arm. I don't have any like beef with it. I don't know. I think I get to that point and I'm like, oh my God, I just want to see this finished already. Like I don't have the patience to send it out to somebody and wait a few weeks for it to come back.
Yeah. I think covers or quilts that I've made for other people, I tend to get long armed just because it feel like it looks more professional than what I could probably do. Um, but everything else I do on my machine.
That's fair. Okay. So that one is stitched with just two two seams. I guess it feels weird to call that a seam right now because it's not quite, it doesn't feel like a seam yet. All right. Don't mind. Sorry about that. Jiggling it around. I'm gonna grab my scissors because I prefer to cut these. I mean, I know that I could use my rotary, but usually just also I'm very like I got tattooed last night on my arm, and if you guys see that, it's juicy and it's got Saniderm on it, and I'm not gross. I mean, sometimes I'm kind of gross, but not really.
Oh, so you're just
Okay,
using
so
scissors to cut it up.
I know I'm an animal. So this is the 2 at a time one. That's all. So that's the 2 at a time, and I haven't trimmed it down yet or anything. But yeah, I use scissors to cut mine, and this one will be the 8 at a time.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how you do the third and fourth cut. Well, I guess
I
if you
Or
actually
watch
feel
out,
like
quilt police is
no,
on it.
I feel like with quilters we like are so quick to jump to a rotary blade, but sometimes scissors are the move, like for because I always feel like when I do 8 at a time, some of my seams are really skinny and some aren't. No matter how straight I think I'm sewing,
hmm
Yeah.
I like it can never be, I don't
I end up
know.
having to like adjust my ruler down the
Yeah.
line to make sure
And
it's
it's
still
like,
centered.
yeah, so I mean it
If I'm
depends on
being
how
Yeah, oh, go
sorry.
ahead. Oh,
I
no,
was gonna
if
say it
I'm
depends
being
how
like
many like I'm doing.
yeah, if I'm being proper, then like at this point I will you know, use a straight edge of my rotary to get that next cut.
Mm.
But if I'm being not proper and I'm just making it, what did I call it at one? If I'm dopamine quilting where I don't really care and I'm just doing it to feel good, then I will straight up just fold this right in half and cut it and um, be a gremlin about it. And that's okay.
But it
Um,
still turns out to be a quilt in the end,
it does.
regardless of
It's
how you cut it.
still a functional thing. I feel like doing hair kind of like got me in this like space of, and I did hair for so long before I started quilting that it got me in this space of like, okay, we can like in the hair world there's 100 ways to do the same haircut, and it just depends on like what is more comfortable for your body and how you were taught. um so I feel like I kind of like went into quilting with that mindset, and that's just how I do things. I've never really paid attention to the rules of it necessarily.
Yeah. I mean, I feel
Sometimes
like
that bites
that's
me in
the
the ass.
case. I feel like that's the case with a lot of things in life, but with quilting specifically, I feel like it comes up all the time of like the instructions say to cut the fabric like this, but I'm going to cut it a different way. And like we all end up with the same amount of pieces and it is fine.
Totally. Yeah. Yeah. And as long as it all works, like however you get there.
Yeah.
And like I will do things to like I don't know. I guess I'll do things that make more sense to me, but like other people would be like, "Oh my god, what are you actually doing right now? This doesn't make any sense." Um if I enjoy doing it my own way better, because some steps of making a quilt are very unenjoyable for me. Um okay,
Same.
so these yeah, these get trimmed down to 4 inches, and this I always cut my HSTs before I press them, and I line up the seam with like, this is the 4-inch mark on each side. Um, where did I think I picked this trimming trick up from like I probably a Susie Quilts um blog post or something. And
There's
then
also
I
a
always
roller that does this too,
a roll.
which you don't need at all, but that's like where I learned this trick is from that roller specifically.
Oh,
Yeah, it has
so
like the little slots
Yeah,
to cut off your corners too, just the way you do it.
yeah.
oh,
I just
oh,
bought
I
the wrong
just
size, so I never use it. It goes to like the 8th inch or something, and I'm like, what? Who is no?
no, that's
So
insane.
yeah, I don't.
Yeah, I always just freestyle those little dog ears. Um, but yeah, there is my 4-inch HST, and then I'll go and press that. Um, so I wonder too if I flip it this way, if that kind of shows better with the 4-inch lineup. And like some of them have a little less to trim, but I feel like there's still always something. I also kind of like I do this side backwards. I know some people will like flip it around and all
I
of
do
that. And
mine
I
like
guess
that too.
okay, cool. I'm like, I guess I just
If,
contort my body to make it work. So then we will have 8
do
of those.
Do you want to show for people that want to trim with them open as an option?
Post pressing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, post pressing. Thank you.
Let me pull out my pressing mat really quick. My pressing mat is going to hang off the table because I don't want to like fully cover my cutting mat. Ooh, I'm going to be rusty with this, you guys. I never trim them um already pressed.
Don't worry,
So
nobody's watching.
You got this.
I got this. No pressure.
Does your ruler have a 45-degree line on it? That
Uh
that little one?
no,
Oh, I
she
don't think it
doesn't.
does.
Oh, okay.
No, she does
Are
not.
you
So I'm
ironing on your
pressing.
mat? You're stressing me out with that.
I'm an animal.
I will
Yeah.
be the quilt police on that because you will. You're.
Sometimes I even steam like that,
Oh my
like a
God.
freak. I know.
You know what? I'm learning a
It
lot
hasn't
about like chaotic gardening and like just kind of like just doing it. And I feel like you're channeling that energy into quilting, and I love that.
this is why we call it dopamine quilting, because we just do what feels right, you know? We're chasing that rush. Ooh, yeah, I haven't done this in a while. And this is a 4.5.
Yeah, there's no
Ooh.
45 line. That's gonna be hard.
Yeah, I wonder if I have. Hold on, I'm gonna scoot this because
Because
I
I
don't
don't
know if I
really
have
know
one.
unless you use washi tape or something to mark that 45 line. I'm actually surprised it doesn't. I feel like all rollers have a 45.
See, I have a 3 inch that does, so I guess I could
Mm.
trim it down to a 3 inch, and we'll
Yeah, just show
pretend
us
it's a
that.
four. Or I guess this is a 3.5. So
Yeah.
pretend it's 4 inches. All right, so I'm lining that. There's that little line right there. And I guess I would just do it kind of like this. But then that feels chaotic too. This feels, I mean,
That's
I
what I
mean
would do.
dopamine. Dopamine. That's what we're calling it.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Oh.
maybe. Oh gosh. Okay, apparently I have one small ear that doesn't hold my AirPod on one side. I don't know
Mm.
if that's a thing for everybody else.
I feel like
Um
my ears are two different sizes too,
I
but
feel
I have
like I hope you're
the
saying that for
pros.
real and not just to make me feel better.
No, I do
No,
find like one of my AirPods
I
falls
have
out more than the
the
other.
yeah the pros that have the little like nubs on them, and I've considered putting two different sizes nubs on either one, so that way they fit better.
That makes sense. I don't like it. I don't like having things suction inside my ear holes. Um,
Unfortunately, that's the only way things stay inside of my ears. I think I
that's
have weird shaped
fair.
ear canals because anything that doesn't have that little like squishy nub on it does not stay. Like the regular AirPods, I would never be able to keep those in my ear.
I
Same.
have a friend
I
that like
don't.
flips hers upside down and
Mm.
like it goes up, like the
Oh,
part that sticks down goes like up the side of her ear
So
and it works for
reverse.
her. Yeah.
oh.
Yeah, it's really weird, but it works for her and they don't fall out. Okay, so that one was trimmed, pressed to open, and it looks so nice and neat and tidy. I mean, I was like, "Oh, this one's smaller than this one," and then I remembered that I trimmed it with a smaller ruler. So, you know, okay, and then these I would trim the same way with the well, these get trimmed to a 7 inch, and they have a little more trimming room. I feel like I need to replace the little grippy guys on the bottom of my ruler here. So there we go. Now we have HSTs.
In the pattern it says
Oh,
7.5.
I
I will
might have
double
looked
check.
at that. Yep. Give me just a second. I had it pulled up on my phone, but I don't want to. I might have just said,
Um,
oh, it definitely is 7.5.
7.5
I'm just
on
trimming
both
things to.
instances.
I'm trimming things to
Vibes.
Jess sizes apparently. Yeah, yeah. This is vibes.
It is 7.5 for anyone
Yes,
listening and heard seven and got scared.
yes,
It
yeah,
is 7.5.
yep. So less trimming room at 7.5. I'll trim this one to the appropriate size. I'm just making it fun for myself later when I'm like, oh, cool. I have one 7 inch HST and one 7.5 inch. What am I going to do with these?
One 3.5 inch and
And seven 4 inch.
yeah.
There we go. That's the proper size. Thank you to whoever said that. I had a slumber party with my best friend last night and we stayed up way too late. And I'm going to blame that. But it was glorious. We ate hot dogs and had root beer floats. So, and
Oh, that sounds.
tattooed until 1 o'clock in the morning. you
That sounds like the
know,
dream.
it
Yeah.
is. So, should I keep trimming these or do we feel like we've got a good
I feel like, I mean, if anyone has
HST?
any questions, now is a good time to Ask away.
Maybe, maybe
I feel
not.
like HSTs are pretty common, so I'm
Yeah,
sure most people have at least done them before, unless they're totally new to quilting.
I'm gonna pull this off of here, and I'm gonna flip this. Okay. Whoa, man, this is humbling. Okay. This is why I don't film things in my sewing room. Just gets wild. Um, yeah, I feel like HSTs are pretty, like, unless somebody's brand new, like they're pretty common.
Yeah, I think it's
Everybody's
like the first thing I learned quilting, maybe.
yeah,
No,
yeah.
I learned them. Now that I'm thinking about it, I learned them in a pattern that did the tube method for HSTs.
Ugh.
And I honestly wish that that was used more often because that was so fun to learn for the first time ever.
I haven't
Wait,
actually done
what's the
that, and
tube
it's
left?
really intimidating to
Yeah,
me.
what is the tube method? I think
It
I've
is
heard of
where
it. I
you
just
sew two with the fabric strips together. It can be more if you want like one side of your HST to be like more stripy. But you sew two HS or two with the fabric strips together and you sew along both long sides. So you have a
okay.
tube and then you
Yeah.
take your square ruler, turn it so it's a triangle, and you cut a triangle out of
Oh, interesting.
the width of
Who
fabric. And
was
then
it
like
that does that?
you'll sew it or you'll cut it like a triangle where the point's facing up, and then you'll flip it and you'll cut a triangle where the point's facing down. So
Yeah.
that way they like nest with each other. And because there's a seam on both ends of the tube, both cuts that you make on whether your point is up or pointer down will give you an HST.
I like that. I think somebody was talking to me about that, and I think she uses it in her patterns. Maybe Erin from like Miha Handmade.
Mm,
You know what I'm talking about?
interesting. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll have to go look
yeah,
or ask her.
yeah. Because she had said
It's
something
so
to me
fun.
about like that being her favorite method.
Yeah,
My
it's really
first
cool.
introduction to HSTs was like my first real quilt that I made, and it was I don't know where I don't know what dumb confidence I had making this quilt as my first quilt, but it was the vintage lace pattern by Lo and Behold,
So
which
many
has
HSTs.
approximately 8 million HSTs. And I yeah, that was a lot. I was like, what am I doing? Why do I like this? But maybe I should make another quilt now. Um, but
Yeah, I think my second quilt ever was 100% HST
oh,
pattern from Susie. I don't even know if she has it. It used to be called Indian Summer, but I think it's been renamed. I don't know what it's called now, but
yeah.
I didn't trim any of them. I didn't know that was a thing.
I also
So,
didn't trim my HSTs on my first one. I didn't
Uh,
press.
there are times that I still don't trim HSTs if I don't want to deal with it. And if it's just a quilt for me. I think
Yeah.
like
man,
I don't know. What was it? I think a Nova Star quilt um from Then Came June.
hmm
I had like started making it, and it was like in this like really weird like I had just lost my dog, and so I was like I just need to make something to like feel good. And so I chose a Nova Star, and I started trimming, and I was like, I'm not trimming all of these. And I used all wovens for it. It was like,
Oh,
um, oh my gosh, what's the Ruby Star wovens?
the warp and
Like the
weft.
warp and weft.
Yeah, it was like, yeah, all warp and
Yeah,
weft. And I'm like trying to trim these like 2 inch by 1.5 inch flying geese, and there's like
they're really
12,000 of
small.
them. And I'm like, no, nope. I don't care. This quilt's for me. So I just need a finished product to feel nice about myself. And It is so janky, but I use it every day. So
Oh,
I do feel like the ones that I like cared less about making, I actually use and like love the most.
yeah, yeah. I gosh, when I made New Year's Kiss,
That has a
um,
million HSC Sue.
I think I was texting you during it too, and I was like, Taylor,
What
come
did
on. What are you doing
yeah.
to me? But I love it. But what are you doing to me? And I got like,
That
I
one
trimmed like half of those tiny ones and I was like, I'm done. I don't care if they line up.
what yeah, cause like that one it just like I guess if you don't trim any of them, you could just like cut it off to the right size when you go to sew it on. But if
Yeah.
you like have too big of a seam allowance, then you'll come up short because it's medallion and then like it won't work.
Yeah. It worked out.
Yeah.
They just like, they're just a little staggered, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
They're just, but, but it's a solid quilt and I love it.
I mean, there's so much going on in that pattern. Like you're not looking at the little itty bitty
Right.
HSCs.
Right. And,
I think
you
those are
know,
the
again,
smallest
it was one for
HSCs I
me.
have. Well, actually, my folk will pretty small too. Shanda knows about
Yeah.
that one.
That one has like 432. I don't know why that number is coming to my mind. I think it's like 400 something
Which
for
For
quilt
the
the
is
bed
it?
throw,
size. No,
my folk. Wow.
oh yeah, for the throw. The full
Oh,
quilt, the
yeah.
one with the diagonal little
Hmm.
what I call stars, but
I have yeah, I have the pattern and I have the fabric and I have a plan for it. And then I think about trimming all the HSTs and I'm like, maybe I'll make something else real quick.
Yeah.
And but but I'm obsessed with it and I want to make it. So eventually,
Yeah. Is there more blocks for the bed size? I'm trying to think, or if it's just at a
no, I
border.
think it adds the
It's
border.
more.
It
I
makes
think.
it big.
Oh,
that
really?
one's fun.
I feel like there's more blocks too, because I know Shanda was in hell with these HSCs.
There's
So I
not
feel like
more
there had to have
blocks.
been.
There's the same amount of blocks, which is why I was like, I can do the bed size.
Oh, okay. It is.
It's just like
Okay.
the border. It
The
just sucked
border
because I
adds.
usually like that's the type of thing I would do a little bit at a time and like do other projects and like dilly dally at trimming all of those. But because I was testing it, I had to do it like so fast
Yeah. So it's
in
just
a
like
time
all.
crunch and it sucked and I hated you.
Yeah.
But now it's very nice and it's on my bed.
It's yeah. I was like, I'm kind of jealous of that bed one. It looks so nice on the bed with that
It's
border.
like the perfect size for my bed.
I do love that one. I need to just make it. Um
Well, my next pattern has no
here.
HSTs. It just has curves. So,
Oh,
I just finished this baby
ooh.
Joplin.
oh, so cute.
I love it. I love it.
That's so cute.
Wait, I want to see. How do I get there?
Oh, I see.
Chat. There we go. Okay. Maybe.
Oh, I like
Oh,
the colors.
Yeah, that's really cute. Is it for a specific baby or just a baby in general, or
um,
just a size?
just the size. I think I want to put it like on a wall somewhere in my house
Yeah,
because
yeah, yeah, yeah.
like my old
That's
house was
rad.
all
Yeah.
windows. There was no
Yeah,
walls anywhere. And now my new house is just like walls, 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 just like blank walls.
that's gonna be really
Um,
cute while hanging.
Yeah.
I am making I'm working on this like diamond flare right now that is like somebody asked me to make it specifically for their cabin in Northern California.
Ooh,
And I'm like, this is so I'm using the same color palette I used for I think it was the Joplin quilt with like when I tested that one for you with like the mossy
the
green
dark.
and like
Yeah,
yeah, and the black and then like pops of like bright red and gold. Like different, I don't know. It's fun.
Yeah.
I'm loving it. It's like going
I
to be
think I
so
saw a
perfect
sneak
in
peek on
somebody's
your
log cabin.
yeah,
Oh
I think I saw a
yeah.
sneak peek on your story maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
But they should
Yeah.
definitely take pictures in their log cabin.
I know. And it's for my best friend's in-laws, and she goes down to the cabin a lot and she does all of my quilt photos.
Oh.
So I'm like, Casey, you better
Well,
go.
you should have asked to trade like a stay at the cabin.
I mean, that'd be fun too. But I think they'd just let me go and stay there. So
True.
yeah. But it's gonna be rad. I'm excited to like finish it. And I'm at the point now where I'm like, okay, I just want to hurry up and like I have all of the quilting done in one direction. So I'm gonna just like cross hatch it and then put the binding on. And I'm like, okay, do I stay up all night and finish it? Or do I actually sleep tonight and like, I don't know, be well rested for work tomorrow?
That's the question.
I know. It's a problem.
Um, wow, Olivia just pulling in all the photos. Like, I know where to find that.
I like the color palettes that you use in all of your quilts. I know that they're like not the same, but they all have like a similar, they're part of a family and they all go together
Yeah,
really well.
For
visual
me?
language.
Hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you. I I don't know. I wish I had like a rhyme or reason to my color palettes. I've had people ask me like where I get inspo, and I'm like, I don't know.
My
I just
brain.
yeah, my brain. I just
My brain.
I
whatever
would
whatever feels good.
I would be super interested to challenge you to come up with what you believe your color palette is if you give yourself 8 colors.
It's
I give
so
myself
hard. I
8
can't do
colors.
it.
Yeah, like if you were to just like pull up whatever like illustration program you have, give yourself 8 squares and then color them all. Build yourself a
That
palette.
would be, I mean, for
I mean, we
like
kind of did
my
that with
life personally.
branding.
Yeah, we did. Um, I feel like too, like my house is a lot more like if I'm making quilts for myself, I make them a lot more colorful.
Mm.
Um, which is funny because like I feel like when I'm making quilts that I am not putting in my house, I go with a lot more of like the earthy tones or like I don't want to say like Pendleton, like the my Diamond Flare has like kind of that like Pendleton
Yeah.
color palette vibe to it. But Pendleton has 100 different color palettes, so I don't know. Now
But
I should see
you
what.
still like have a vision of like what it would look like just by saying that,
Yeah, yeah.
you know?
It's so funny too. Like I never thought of myself as like having a vibe with my quilts or anything like that, or like my color palettes until I think it was I made what was your quilt that had the all the curves that I tested the king size
Mm,
or the bed size?
Cascade
Yeah,
Bloom.
Cascade Bloom. And I like married a
Yeah.
couple of the colors and then um Tara put it on like made a kit and put it on her website for your release and it was just like Jess vibe. And I
Yeah.
was like, I I have a vibe. What? I had no idea.
Olivia back with
Um,
the more. That was lots of curves.
that was
Lots
a
of
lot of
curves.
that was that was a lot of curves.
Yeah.
I
It's
can't see. It's like not letting me view any of the pictures that are being shared. It just says content can't be viewed here.
Oh,
mm,
I'm just sharing pictures of quilts that are
yeah,
being referenced, like
Oh,
the Joplin one that
of
you
your
made,
quilt.
oh,
and then
okay.
the Cascade Bloom one.
Um, Rad. Well, I can't see them, but I guess I have a vibe. Um, so
Yeah.
yeah, when you made the little like graphic for like the
Oh
Raven's
yeah.
Nest, and I was like very Jess vibe, like there it is again. I have a vibe.
You do
Kind of
have a
fun.
vibe. I
It's
mean,
a
it's
weird
even
one.
like, yeah. I mean, I feel like I use a lot of like I don't use it. I always feel like I use the same color palette all the time, and then I go back and look, and I'm like, my favorite color is like this red orange quilt. I mean, red orange fabric, kind of like Tiger Lily from AGF. I was going back and I was like, I actually don't really use it that often. I feel like in my head I do, but when I go and look at like past quilts, I like don't actually use it that often. So it's funny, like my perceived, I don't know, color palette, and then like what I actually end up picking is a lot of times different.
I always associate the color salmon with you.
I like the color but I don't use
I
it that much.
You don't, but like I don't know
No.
why, but like even if I'm like out and about and I see something that's like salmon colored, I'm like, Taylor, that's Taylor. Like
Yeah, I really like that like reddy salmon color. And it's like not even one of my branding colors either, which is
that's
weird.
so funny. I
But
always like I cannot get away from Kona cotton like pimento or flame. Like I use
mm,
those two in almost every quilt, I feel like.
Shanna, that makes sense why I'm so obsessed with it because that's my favorite AGF color. That tiger lily.
Yeah, I like Tiger Lily a lot. I don't use
And then
AGF as much. I
um
just
I really
I
like
don't know
the
why.
color from Ruby and B Delphinium, I think.
Oh,
That's what it's called. It's basically the same
I
color. Or actually a little lighter. Let's see.
I I had like got a fat quarter bundle um for a Then Came June quilt. I think I
Got
just
it.
shared it on my stories. It's like one I made for my best friend, and I want to say it was maybe like Boda
Mm,
bundle, and like I swapped out some of the colors in the bundle, but it had like the most delicious cobalt blue,
ooh.
and I haven't been able to like figure out exactly which one it is from there. But it's like almost like
Promoda.
electric-y
Was it like
cobalt.
her
I think it's
branded
Moda.
fat quarter bundles? Like her
No,
curated ones?
it was one
Oh, because
okay,
I was gonna
so
say those, like the ones that she like did, were all for Robert Kaufman.
it
Mm.
was
If it was one of
one
those.
okay, there's a girl that tests for her a lot that I feel like everyone follows.
Hop and Peach.
Mi-
I think she did.
Michan? Michan?
Oh yeah.
Machen?
Masha.
Nation.
Oh,
Machen?
Nation. Yeah.
Yeah. It was one that she had made. I think it's like the Goldie quilt. And it was a kit that another store kitted
Kitted. Kitted.
kitted.
Just kidding. I don't know.
They kitted it. Yeah, they someone kitted it, and I grabbed the bundle and like played with some of the colors. I had to add pickle to it and wasabi,
Well, she also does
and
bundles too.
it
Mhm.
yeah, it might have been.
I bet
It
it's
could have
part
been. It
of
could have been.
her, like, because Machen has also a vibe and it's very recognizable, but she does
Yeah.
use a lot of that cobalt blue in her
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah. I'm really into cobalt blue right now. Just
Having a
generally,
moment.
it is. It is. Not
I'm
ready for
surprised
it to end.
Cerulean isn't having a moment right now
Oh,
with
Mm.
The Devil
it
Wears
could.
Prada too.
Oh,
Oh,
I haven't seen that yet.
I haven't
I
either.
also have not, but they're pushing that promo.
I
They want you to.
feel like I haven't had the brain space to like sit down and actually pay attention to a movie in
You know
months.
what I did? I watched Wuthering Heights on my plane ride the other
Oh.
week, and that was a weird choice. Don't recommend it on a plane. The
That one's got
ending, the
like
A
girl
little too
next to me,
spicy for a plane.
the ending is very graphic, and the girl next to me literally hit her eyes. And I'm like,
Oh
okay.
my
oh,
I was like, all right. I was like, well, it's on there. I mean, it's not
We're all
like
adults here.
oh my gosh. I always feel
it
weird if
was.
I'm like listening to an audiobook and like even if I have like my headphones in and I'm like on a
I still
flight
feel
or
like
like
people can
somewhere in
hear
public,
me.
I'm like, somebody's gonna
They
know that I'm
know.
listening to something kind of slutty right now. Like,
Yeah.
I've had
Yeah.
to break the news that car audio is not it penetrates outside of the car. I've had to
it
break that news a
does.
Yeah.
couple times to people. It is the funniest reactions to see. Like, no, really, test it. Like, you go home,
Uh,
you play it at the volume that you normally listen to, and stand outside of your car.
I feel like that's when I'm having the most inappropriate like phone conversations through Bluetooth. And I'm like in a parking lot and I'm sure everyone can hear the other side of the conversation. And it's like always something just absurd. It's usually my
Yeah,
luck.
it's very similar to the running joke that like as a kid you'll be watching something on the TV and then your parents walk into the room and that's the time that this TV has the
oh
scene
yeah.
of some sexual something or like some inappropriate joke and it's like no it's not like that. This is I don't know what's going on.
See, in my house, my mom would be like, yeah. And she'd come and sit down and try and watch it. Like, just make it weird.
Just make it weird.
Listening to smut at Costco, you're wild. I'm here for it
Yeah.
though.
Oh my God.
We need
Oh, in the
something to
gas line. Okay. I thought you were
take
just
away from the
walking around
gas prices
Costco
right
listening.
now.
Yeah, anything really.
I like that smut is like having, I don't know, I feel like everyone's reading it. And so none of us feel weird about talking about it.
Yeah.
I
I
don't
feel
know, at
like
least
10 years ago it was not as like well known, well stocked, well discussed as it is
Because
right.
then
now.
I think about that and I'm like, 10 years ago, I wasn't really, well, I guess I wasn't really reading 10 years ago. So I'm a bad
Yeah.
example.
Yeah. I
um,
feel like, well, like that was what, like, I don't know. What was it? What's the one?
oh, like
Like
50 Shades
50
of Grey.
Shades of
Everyone was
Grey.
reading
Like,
50 Shades of Grey. Yeah.
yeah,
And that was
That was,
like a
I
turning
never
point,
got
I
into
think.
that one.
I think it was a turning point.
Because
Yeah,
it was
because
like the
that one
first
was
time that it
so
had become
insane,
popular.
right?
Yeah.
Like that one was bonkers. I haven't read it and I haven't watched it. It just hasn't appealed to
There's
me.
much better books out there.
Yeah.
Let's just say
Yeah.
that. I think it was
But
like,
I feel like it
I
was
think
like
it
so
was a
wild that
turning
everything
point,
else
though.
was like, okay, Akatar's nothing compared to this. Like,
I mean, it is. Well,
I feel like romance always used to just be what like my aunts were reading at the beach and stuff like that.
yeah.
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 And we like me and my cousins we'd be like, "What the heck are you reading?" And then all of a sudden like 10 years later I'm like, "Yeah, it's good. I get it now."
I'm the beach at the
Yeah, it's
ant.
good.
Or I'm the ant at the beach now.
I
No,
know. I
literally.
know.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh
Wow,
my
that's
God.
so true.
It's fun though.
Yeah, I haven't read any. I don't know. I'm still kind of in. I started reading Dungeons, Crawler, Carl, the first book. Olivia, have you read this? Because I feel like you should if you haven't.
I have not. Tyler has read it and well, he's listened to it on audiobook enough times while I've been in the car that I've like picked up on like what the whole thing is about. Um, but I have not read it myself.
Mm. It's like yeah, it's weird, but it's fast paced and fun to read.
It's
And
I do know that it has a lot of references to Gilmore Girls in there, I think.
I mean, I haven't got to any of that yet, but it has a
Um,
lot of random references, so I wouldn't doubt it.
yeah, which I've watched Gilmore Girls enough times through over and over again and forced Tyler to watch episodes while we're eating dinner or something that he's able to pick up that there are those references in the book. Like,
Yeah.
like I'm pretty sure some of the characters' names are similar to the names in Gilmore Girls
Mm.
I feel like
at
Gilmore
some
Girls
point.
is one of those like universal comfort food shows for all of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I know. Well,
resisted the urge to rewatch it
now it's
recently.
hard to watch. Yeah, I feel like it's gotten harder to watch.
I just turn it on when I like am trying to go to bed and I don't want to get sucked into a show because like I already know everything that's going to happen in every episode. So it can
Yeah.
just
Mhm.
be
I
like
mean,
background
yeah,
noise that
Yeah.
is better than
for
being alone
sure.
with my brain.
Yeah, I
Um,
do that with Gilmore Girls and The Office. If I just
mhm.
want something to be on and to be entertained, if I happen to look up at the TV. Um,
Oh yeah,
those two
Parks and
Yeah.
Rec too.
I never I
Yeah.
never got into Parks and Rec. I know it would be my humor and I've watched a little bit of it. I just there's this thing with TV shows where it I get a weird vibe if it feels too much like a show that I would be watching at 6 p.m. after the news went off when I was a child. So like Seinfeld type
Yeah.
vibes.
But it's not
Yeah,
really like that. It's like The Office.
I
yeah.
know there's a difference, but for some reason in my head, it feels like that vibe and I like extreme reject it. Even though it's funny. Like I've seen clips online and they're very funny.
Okay, have you only tried watching the first season? Because the first season I
The
started
first
rewatching
season
it and I was like,
sucks.
the first season sucks.
Well,
It's
I know
really
enough
bad.
about The Office
They're
to
like
know that you have to
trying,
make it through the first season.
but it's quick
I kind of
episodes. Like,
struggled with The Office.
Yeah. It's very it's got like
like,
weird dry humor sometimes and
but
it's
Parks and
very
Rec's the same way.
millennial humor now.
Yeah, but like the Parks and Rec, I feel like the first season, like I didn't realize how much they were trying to figure out each character's voice and like
Yeah.
what they were going to become or like what their personality, like it was not figured out at all. I mean, even The Office, like the first season's a little bit like that too.
Yeah,
And then
Michael is
like,
mean. He's not a good guy in the first season of The Office.
yeah,
Are those like 90% improv?
no, but a lot
Or
of it's
like a lot
improv.
of it, like, yeah.
I would say a good bit of it is improv for
Yeah.
The Office. Like they have a
I
script and
Hmm.
they run through the script and then they give them airtime to like do it over and over again in like a bunch of different ways.
I think
Yeah.
saw
what
And
somebody
Parks and
bring
Rec's
up
kind of
New
the same way.
Girl.
yeah, and I think what The
Mm.
Office had, like, I think the first season or two of The Office is way better than the first season or two of Parks and Rec, even though I think Parks and Rec overall is a better show. But what it was is that The Office was a recreation of a British show, so they had such a better framework. Whereas Parks and
Which
Rec was
is
just
fun.
brand new. So like
Yeah.
Taylor said, like they had to figure out these character voices. And the first season Parks and Rec characters, except for like Leslie and Ron, are so different throughout the rest of the show.
Even
Yeah.
Leslie's way different. Like
Yeah,
there's things that
yeah,
Leslie says and does in the first couple episodes. I'm like, that's not Leslie.
yeah.
That's
So
not her.
yeah,
It's
just give it
wild
a try.
because if that was made now, it would be immediately canceled and it would never get to the good part.
Well, all of these
100%.
shows would.
Yeah.
A lot of shows, yeah.
Yeah.
Office for sure.
I feel like
100%.
New Girl is also one of my go-tos as well. New
I
Girl
haven't
is
rewatched
like
it ever. I've watched it all the way through, but I've never done a rewatch of that.
I
it's like
love New
the new
Girl.
age
Yeah.
version of those.
I know.
I have a little bit of beef with her name being Jess just because like as soon as it's come out, like as soon as it came out and then like anytime like even now if I'm somewhere and I'm like ordering coffee and they're putting my name on the coffee and it's like they'll sing the New Girl song to me and it happens still all the time and I'm like I know my name is Jess and there's a song
You need
about
to just
it.
start acting like you don't know what they're talking about.
I probably
You're like,
Over
should
and over
or
and
"Wha-
over
like
again.
what's wrong
can
with
you
you?
explain that to me?
Yeah.
Like what Is this a top 40?
Should I know what you're talking about?
Should I know what this is? Uh, yeah. So it's an uncomfortable thing for me. I don't like it when people sing at me in public or in private, really, just in general. Like, please don't sing at me. Especially if it has
I
to do with my name.
I agree. I do not want to be sung to.
No, no. It's a little bit of a nightmare,
Hmm.
especially if I'm just trying to get some coffee and live my life.
Random acts of singing occur at
Yeah.
your expense.
I very much hate musicals too. So it just like adds to it. I'm like,
Me
great, you're
too.
trying to
I
turn
don't
my
like
life into a
musicals.
musical. Yeah. I can't like it.
Not
Even like if there's a TV show with a musical like episode, I'm skipping through it.
same. Me too.
Have you seen Barbie, the
Yes.
I fell
movie?
asleep through Barbie.
Uh-oh.
I
Where
have
the
seen
Like,
guys
Barbie.
the guys sing to the girls. It's so freaking
yeah.
hilarious. They can't they don't want to be sung at, but the guys think it's so cool to sing to them.
Yeah,
It's
that feels like a very guy thing to think
hmm
women enjoy.
Yeah.
I need to go back and watch that. I remember watching it and hating it because I didn't like the messaging, even though it was supposed to be like really good messaging. They like it's not just a Barbie movie. Like it's supposed to have like supposed to make
Deeper
women feel
meanings.
really empowered or whatever it is. I remember getting to the end of that and being like, I don't like it, but I can't put my finger on like what it was. So I need to go back and watch it. Piss myself off again already or all over again.
Fair.
I
Yeah,
think
I
it
heard
was
it
like
was.
too much or
I don't
something.
know.
I don't know.
I, I just fell asleep and then accepted it and didn't try to rewatch it. So I don't know.
So for me, I liked the movie. I thought it was really good. But when I was younger, I wouldn't let my daughter, and when she was young, have a Barbie, and I wasn't having Barbie
Mm-hmm.
because it was all about the body, unrealistic body type, and the type that they had. But then they kind of addressed that in the movie, and I was like, oh yeah, I kind of. And I was in college, and then we wrote papers about Barbie and how it was kind of a type of female that was unrealistic. And then
Mm-hmm.
I watched the movie and they did kind of address that. And I thought the movie was pretty good. So, or kind of a circle for me on no
Yeah.
Yeah.
Barbies. I didn't play with Barbies. My daughter didn't play with Barbies. I wrote papers in college and then I watched a movie and I'm like, oh, that was pretty good.
Yeah,
I
my
did
room
play
was
with
filled
her.
with Barbies because of my mom.
Just blame
I
you.
I never got into playing with like Barbies or dolls or anything
Same.
like that. I
I
was
I didn't want them.
weird horse girl. Yeah,
I mean, I
I was
liked
drawing
playing with
pictures of
dolls.
horses. That was my move.
I didn't have Barbies, but I did have um like other dolls, I guess, that I liked. I had an American Girl doll and
I had a Barbie toy, but it
Bitty
wasn't a
Baby.
Barbie. It was a Barbie dog that had long hair and it pooped and you had to pick up the poop.
I remember this commercial.
And so I had that,
I
but
remember
no
seeing this
Barbies to
commercial.
go with it.
You just had the pooping dog.
I just had the which like honestly makes sense at this point in my life. I'm like, yeah, that adds up.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
didn't
I had like
have
Polly
Barbies that I
Pockets I
played with.
liked. I liked
I had a Barbie airplane, and I realized I liked playing with the gadget of the airplane more than I did the Barbies inside the
Yeah.
plane. And this thing was huge, and it had tiny, tiny, tiny little ice cubes. And I have a younger sister who's 9 years younger than me, so I was like, "Stay away!" Just like a baby.
Can't have it. So funny what we remember. Like you remember specifically the little tiny ice cubes. Like I
No,
don't
because the tiny ice cubes, you could press a button and they would actually like dispense. And it was
That's
so
pretty
cool.
rad. That's
but
how
I
the
just really
pooping
don't
dog
remember
was.
like
Yeah,
I don't
see?
remember little
Gadgets are way better. And we all sew now. So like we have this gadget that we're using all the time now.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, this makes sense.
For sure.
I'm pretty sure the only Barbie thing that I ever got was the bust of the Barbie that had hair and it was like larger and you were supposed to like put makeup on it and like do its hair. And I would just end up cutting its hair. Like trying
That's
Yeah,
to
you
fun
know
do
what?
though.
haircuts.
This is really reminding me that me and my best friend growing up, we ripped the heads off of my Barbies and
You were
put
one
them
of
in a
those.
plastic bag. And my mom found the whole bag of the Barbie heads, and she's like, "What is wrong with you?"
You were the Sid
I forgot that
child
this happened.
from Toy Story. You were Sid.
She was so mad at me. She's like, "What are you doing with the bar?" They were all in a plastic bag. Why did I do that? I don't know.
I think we need to take Taylor to therapy. Something's going on.
My older sister, I used to play with her, but she would give me a very specific script, and I was always Ken, and I couldn't be Barbie. And if I didn't stick to the script,
Mm.
she'd rip Ken's head off and just like throw him across the room and be like, well, "You're not playing anymore."
Oh my gosh, I love that.
Dude, that's so funny. Yeah.
Oh,
I do remember my brother also drew all over my Biddy baby, like, and those are pretty expensive. And my mom was not happy about that either.
yeah.
Well,
I mean, I guess it's kind of like gifting a quilt to someone. Once it leaves your hand, you kind of have to be okay with what happens to it. The same thing with kids and their toys. Just be okay
I
with it.
mean,
Maybe just going in the trash.
yeah, I think it just, as long as they're not doing anything concerning, like ripping the heads off
And
and putting
saving
them in the
them.
I
bag
mean,
and saving them. Just kidding.
sometimes siblings can really push you though, because my younger sister, when she was a toddler, poured iced tea mix into our Nintendo GameCube,
Oh,
rendering it useless. And
Oh, good.
let me tell you, that was not a good day in my household.
no.
She was
Yeah.
probably
I can
like 3 or 4
imagine.
years old. And so I was around like 11 or 12, and that was when my gamer phase really took off. And so I was like, my
Yeah.
GameCube,
My GameCube.
my Animal Crossing villagers, what am I gonna do? It was pretty much replaced almost immediately because my parents knew it was gonna be bad if they didn't.
Yeah, that's pretty
I never got
rough.
into like gaming, I don't know,
Yeah,
with like a thing like an Xbox or a GameCube. I was big Sims girl.
Oh
oh,
yeah.
I was a big Sims
I
girl
I
too.
had
And
The Sims on GameCube.
oh
oh,
sometimes I still fall down that rabbit hole and I'll like spend
dude.
a week of just like playing Sims
Hmm.
nonstop and then I don't touch it for like 2 years.
Hmm.
Yeah. That's The
Speaking of,
Sims
well, this
way.
is what happened to me when I got into Stardew Valley. I literally was addicted to it for like 3 weeks. And then I was playing on my iPad and I was like, this actually is horrible experience on my iPad. So I stopped playing it. But my friend recently was like, I'll give you my old Switch for $100. And she has all the games and everything, including
Yeah, you
Stardew. And I'm
better
like, you know what?
buy
Time to
that.
re time to relapse on Stardew Valley.
I had a little Animal Crossing phase for a minute there in on Switch in like 2020.
20.
Oh
Yeah.
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 And
Same.
okay, I didn't know that like once you have your island, you can't change the name.
Mhm.
And now my niece and nephew they're like 10 and 11 and they have a Switch and they're like, "Hey, like let's go to each other's islands." And I'm like,
Uh-oh.
"You
You can't come here.
my you can't my island is called Isle of Ass." And so I'm like, you guys are not welcome on the Isle of Ass. I'm so sorry.
This is 18 plus island only.
Yeah.
You're like, I'll come to you. Don't worry, I'll come
And
to you.
like and my brother and his wife are like so like they have such good kids. And I'm like, I don't want to corrupt you coming to Isle of
That's kind of
Ass.
crazy that you wait. Yeah, that's crazy. You can't change it. Can you start a new one then? I
I could,
guess.
but
Yeah,
I would
it's like
lose all my
it's
bells,
yeah.
Taylor.
Okay, I don't know anything
I
about
would
Animal
have
Crossing. I've never
I would
even
have
like. I don't know
I'd have
nothing
to
about it.
start from scratch. I'd have to just, it's so
Is it
cute right now.
better? Is it better than Stardew Valley or for people that have played both?
I
It
Because if I
is
get the
way
Switch,
more
which one?
simple. It is way more
Way worse.
simple. It's easier to start and stop that game, in my opinion.
Well, one day I just stopped picking it up. It's pretty
No,
easy
no,
to
no. I mean,
stop.
like in a day. Like you don't sit there with Stardew Valley and like play through days and days and days and like lose hours
Oh,
at
I
a time.
do.
And with
Well,
Animal
speak
Crossing
for
for
yourself.
me, when I
'Cause I
no,
do
I'm
that.
saying like that's how I play Stardew Valley. I get stuck and I play for hours.
Oh,
With
got it.
Animal
Okay.
Crossing, it's easier for me to pick it up, do what I need to do in a day, and put it down.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
because like
Animal Crossing
Stardew
goes by
Valley.
like
It
a
like follows
real
your
world
real time.
clock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you like
Oh,
start a project and it says, "Oh, this will be done in a day," you have to wait a literal 24-hour period
Or
for
like
it, or
you need
until
to
the
go
clock
sell your
resets, until the
stuff,
day resets.
Or you
Yeah,
can
or you
time
need to go
travel.
buy,
yeah.
or you could cheat and time travel, yes, but
okay, because
like
Stardew Valley, the days are like what, 22 minutes, and I'm like
Yeah.
rushing and running around, and then I'm like, oh my God, and
yeah.
yeah.
I kind of like that though. Like sometimes it being a whole 24 hours, like if I'm playing Sims, I'm on warp speed.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm
Oh,
like fast
my
forward
my
100%. Like,
yeah, that like 3 key on my keyboard is like worn in because I'm like
yeah,
fast forward, let's go, let's go. Cook your meal.
yeah.
Yeah, I
All
will
right,
I
listen
so
to my
just
sim
recently started
play
playing
guitar.
Coral Island,
Oh,
Mm.
I've
and
tried that.
you can like change the settings. I changed the like speed to 50%, so that like the days are so long, I can get so much done.
I like that
Mm.
feature.
And also, you can
hmm.
be a mermaid.
I
You can
also
be a
want to play Tiny
mermaid.
You
Bookshop.
get to be a
That also,
mermaid.
What?
Yeah, Tiny Bookshop is a good one. Good cozy game to do.
but now I'm like, I don't want to get addicted to a game just in the start of spring and summer because like this is like definitely something I want to like be addicted to in the winter when the sun goes down at 4 o'clock.
Yeah. Yeah.
It
Not
doesn't work
like
like you don't get to choose.
but I'm like I can't because I have so much to do and so much yard work
You need to,
that
if you have a Switch, you need to say that like you can only play it in the bedroom or only play it on the couch or something. Pretend like it's a home phone and you can't walk around with it. So
mm.
like you lit like plug it up into the wall like the charger or
You know
whatever,
what?
and then like say like it cannot move from this space.
I saw someone like make a little like clay thing and treat their phone like a home phone. So like they go
Yeah.
check it and then put it back up on the wall. And I just thought that was like the cutest idea because
I
I don't
like
know.
that.
Yeah.
I like
I've
that.
been
And
I've
that
I
been
leave mine
bricking
on
my
a different
phone.
floor of my house when I go to bed because when I get up in the
yeah.
morning is when I would just like scroll and never get out of bed.
Yeah. That's
So
what
like
happens
it's
to
not
me.
coming to bed with me. It's not so then I get
Like
out of
this
bed.
morning I woke up at 5 a.m. because I couldn't sleep. And I probably could have gone back to sleep if I just didn't pick up my phone, but instead I sat on my phone until the hour that I normally get up. Actually, I got up a little earlier, but I was like, cool, that was a waste of 2 hours of my life.
I use one of the bricks and I brick my phone so that I have to like get out of bed to unbrick it. And then
See, but then bed
that
looks
kind of
so
works for
comfy
me.
after.
Yeah, but then it's like 4 o'clock in the morning and my coffee's on, and I'm like, well, I might as well get up. And then if I leave it bricked, then I'll just go in and sew and kind of be productive.
I would never get up at 4 a.m. by choice.
It's not by choice. It's never by choice.
Oh, okay.
It's morning insomnia. It's really
Oh,
fun.
okay. You just
I
like can't
highly
sleep.
don't recommend. Yeah, yeah. Sometimes it's like 2 a.m. and that's my least favorite. Um, but yeah, usually it's between 2 and 5 that I'm
Yeah, apparently that's
up.
like could be linked to like certain. I don't know who was telling me this, but I was like, I wake up at 3 a.m. sharp every single night, and that's like the witching hour or something. Like it's like a common time for people to wake up, and apparently it's like
So
linked to a specific part of your body that I don't know.
yeah, it's um Yeah. There's different like parts of your body that like will release things. So like I, ooh, sharing a lot here. I have PTSD, and there's something about between 2 a.m. and 4 a.m. that your cortisol level spikes. It's like I think like your liver
Yeah, it's your
something.
liver. I think it's your
Yeah,
liver.
so there's something with like PTSD and cortisol and your liver that like it's the time. And I didn't
Mm.
realize that. And my therapist told me that. And I'm like, this makes so much sense. I thought I was just insane. I mean, I am, but
Yeah.
like besides that, like
No, I seriously, it was like 3 o'clock every morning. I'm like,
yep.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let
It's
me know
really
what
annoying.
works for
It's
you.
Well,
Yeah.
it's really annoying because my husband's alarm starts going off at 3:30. So then like
Oh,
I wake up just before his alarm.
oof.
He just said
Yeah.
sometimes you don't in the background. But yeah, sometimes I don't. But a lot of mornings I wake up and then his alarm starts going off. Which is actually good because sometimes he forgets to set his alarm. And then I'm like, oh, like today, he forgot to set his alarm. I'm like, haven't heard it
Shouldn't
yet.
be
And he's
awake.
like, oh, jeez. So sometimes it works out. But yeah, if I can't sleep, then he starts his whole morning routine at like 4 a.m. And then I really like if that's my struggle point. If I pick up my phone, then I'm done. Like I'm not going back to sleep. I have to
Yeah.
like, I don't know,
Once
either
I'm
get
up,
up
I'm
or
fully awake.
mm, that's rough.
But I mean, it's when I'm most productive. So
Oh
it's
yeah,
when
I'm not
I'll
productive at
write
all.
patterns. I'll like sit on the couch and write patterns for a bit or like play with designs, and then I'll come in and sew. And then I've had like 6 hours before I have to go to work. And it's nice.
Feel like I would never get anything done. It's like whenever
I'm
you know that
not.
you have an appointment at the end of the day
Yes.
and you wake
Yeah.
up early
Mhm.
and you can't do anything all day because that appointment is there. I think that's how my body would treat it.
Yeah. Like
That's me in
having
these
like
Zoom calls.
an 11 a.m. doctor's appointment can't work before that. No
Oh,
matter what
yeah,
time I get up. Like it's just like if I do, I'll
I've
get
had a full
stuck and
work
then I'll
day
be
by
late.
then.
I'll be
Yeah.
late. I'll literally
Yeah.
yeah. I mean I will usually work, but like it's in my head that I'm like, oh gosh, I can't get like too trapped in like a focus tunnel.
Yeah, anytime I try to be like productive before something like that, I'll go back to like the work I was doing and be like, this is all garbage. What was I doing? Like my focus was just not there.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel that. Oh, man.
Would
Is
you like to
anyone
say
reading
hey,
anything
Paula?
else? Oh yeah. Hey Paulo. Hi, buddy. I gotta hit up the gardening Discord channel because I think I'm gonna do this thing called no dig gardening. Has anyone heard of it? Well,
Where you
basically it
mound
just
up the
means
dirt around it?
yeah, basically like instead of getting rid of the grass and tilling everything and like, starting like a normal garden, I'm just gonna cover all of the ground with cardboard and then put compost on top of it and just do that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've
Did
seen lots of
So
anybody
videos of
watch
that.
the Zach Galifianakis gardening show?
No,
I
but I
is
just
saw
it
it
started
is
on my
it
that.
ad.
It's delightful.
wait, is that the guy in Hangover?
Yeah.
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 Oh yeah. It
It's
was
like the
not what I was
gardening
expecting.
for kids or with kids or something. Children are involved in it.
Yeah,
Yes,
he like
children. I
interviews
wasn't
children.
Okay.
yeah, I wasn't expecting that aspect, I think.
No, I have not watched that. Saw
I
the
almost
trailer
started
for it
it.
when I opened up
It was just
Netflix.
nice to watch while I like drank my coffee in the morning.
Yeah, I could see it being like that, but I was like, I don't know if I'm actually gonna like learn gardening from this.
No.
No. Yeah. But it was yeah. Nice positive show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
It was
I have to
dinner
go
time for me.
make dinner. Yeah, I was just thinking
Yeah,
that. I'm
me
like, oh,
too.
I have to actually go make something. That
Yeah.
sucks.
Okay. Well,
I love feeding
nice
yourself.
chatting with you guys per usual.
It was wonderful.
Yeah. See you guys in a couple weeks. Okay.
Yep.
Good night.
Good
Bye.
night.
Bye.